As we see now, a 3rd and 8. Stroud delivers right on the money, and that goes to Tank Dell. Dell makes his way into the end zone, eluding tacklers for the touchdown. Dell, 36 yards on a 3rd and 8, and the Texans are on the board.
Stroud knows exactly where he's going right here on the skinny post right there. And Anthony Avery is on coverage right there in zone. When you hit that ball on time, he's expecting help underneath. When that doesn't happen, puts a lot of stress on.
It's a load. That's a business decision.
Stroud standing in the pocket. Now on the move, throwing to the sideline. He's got a man and another first down. That is Tank Dell reeling it in.
When he slipped before, you said he kept his eyes downfield. He's doing the same thing right here. Now Tank Dell runs a little mini out and up, and then he's kind of just settling, become scramble drill. They're going to give him 20 to 25 touches. That was his 22nd carry.
And he hands it off here to Dell, and room to run for Tank Dell. First down for the Texans as Dell is chased out of bounds by Jones.
I do damage on little guys. Laramie Tunsil on the other side coming around on his reverse, just mauling DB in the flat.
He gets Blackman right there. Just a good play design. It was.
No, his dad did for a long time. Used to be Bears defensive coordinator. Into the hands of Tank Dell with Stover out to block. Great patience to set up the block by Dell. Taken to the 13. That's a gain of 19. And the Texans
motion here to be the lead blocker, and then he's going to take his man about 12 yards out of bounds and just take care of everything there with Tyreek Stevenson. Big
shotgun on first down. Stroud on time. Tank Dell, first down. Inside.
Pass rusher, and then a good delivery by Stroud. But how about Dell after the catch? Circles back and goes opposite.
Against both after today, correct?
Correct. Mills fires. Catch is made inside the 5. And it's a first down. Agunbowale remains in there. Stroud has the time, floats it up. Hold in. Tank Dell. First down into Buffalo territory. 19 yards.
Pick things up, but they've been looking for ways to get Tank Dell involved again as much as he was last year. When Stephon Diggs came over, I wondered if he would displace Nico Collins as the #1 receiver. He didn't. But what he did was he dropped.
They're very dialed in and focused today.
Agunbowale is the back, blocked by Schultz. 3rd and 6, low and scooped in by Dell at the 29.
Well, this is another completion to Dell that he's had to go low for. All 3 catches that he's had, even the touchdown, they're all down low, protecting himself, able to get his hands underneath it and pick up a big first down.
There, they fake to him. Mixon wanting to go out. Here comes White to the end zone. Caught! Dell, touchdown!
Well, this is a great catch by Dell, sliding in the back of the end zone. Good location of the pass. The only place he could put it, away from Jones, so he can't get a hand on it. Dell with 7 touchdown receptions a year ago. This is the first of the season for him.
And 13. And then Dell with this throw from Stroud. Stroud through the air, 15 to 21, 153. Couple 300-yard passing games in a row coming into this one. 3rd and 2. Tank Dell got by Gonzalez, finds the first down. Usher Tank Dell out of the University of Houston.
Well, the double catch, but the block by Hutchinson on the outside, you know, that doesn't count as 2 catches, okay. Kevin. I know you think it does, but it only counts as 1. Hutchinson on the outside, though, with the good block on Gonzalez, and that's what allows Dell some time to get.
1st and 10, Diggs on the move, blocked by Tunsil. Stroud, and he's got his receiver tumbling at the 35-yard line. Tank Dell makes the grab, Patriot territory. Pick up a
New England brings. That means you're man-to-man across the board. Dell gets a good inside release, and the accurate throw picks up the first down.
In the absence of the top receiver.
Stroud stays in there, throws end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown! Tank Dell!
Tank Dell is right here. He's going to run over and then run back across the back of the end zone. And he's sneaky because he gets away with a coming out, tight red area, you instant turnaround, you throw a touchdown pass to Tank Dell, who dropped one a week ago. And it feels like the momentum that this Texans team has been seeking and searching all day long happened because the Indianapolis Colts just gifted it to them.
Yeah, and you said it. Maybe we'll see a delayed handoff or a screen. We did not see any of that. Nico Collins is on IR. 2nd down and 6. Stroud with pressure coming. Stroud to the sideline, caught by Tank Dell. Good for a Houston 1st down.
But prayers up for Stephon Diggs. C.J. Stroud just gets this ball out on time. He did.
3 receivers set on the left side. Looks that way. Throws. Finds the open man. That's Tank Dell making the catch. Tank Dell is 5'10", 165. There was a little tank when he was growing up.
Well,
so he got the nickname, 16 yards.
Yeah, they show man coverage, and then they fall back to zone. And C.J. Stroud, great job with his vision. Not fooled at all by the post-snap movement. Trust these receivers. He was
backfield, 3rd and 12. On the move, throws, and that is hold in Tank Dell. 2-yard line.
Watch Clemens work on a little stunt that affects the communication. He flushes Stroud, but how about Stroud? What you love about C.J. Stroud is his eyes are downfield as he's running to try to buy time, and then the accuracy of that throw there on 3rd and long, once again, they convert.
Anybody ever deserved a touchdown after a drive like that?
A little bit faster.
Saving the 2 timeouts. Clock at 50. Stroud throws. That's caught. Tank Dell down the sideline. And Tank Dell out of bounds, stopping the clock with 43 seconds. So he gets free. Mixon through a 34 yards.
Yeah, a mesh route with Mechie coming from the left side. Reed gets caught up in the traffic, so he is free. Nobody there to pick him up in man coverage. And there's the speed that he showed last year as a rookie after the catch. Remember, he broke his leg in week 13 a year ago. Hasn't quite been the same guy, but now with more opportunities, everyone's very hopeful he can be.
And we've seen a few through the years. Stroud rolling. He's throwing deep. He's got a man. He hits him to the 20-yard line. Tank Dell. So the Texans.
Well, they show you 2 tight ends on 1st and 10, and they've been doing this all night. Play action. You get Stroud away from the pressure. Don't wait till 3rd down when that defensive line can turn up and crank the pressure on Stroud. Get him outside, and there's the receiver. Who's going to be the guy to step up with the injuries to Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs?
And now Diggs joins the party. Stroud takes the give, sprints out to the right, throws to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Tank Dell! Houston scores on the opening drive.
Tank is really important to this offense. We got a hell of a receiving tandem. His speed is unmatched. I mean, the way that he runs is, it's like he's lightning fast for real. And I think Tank's a hell of a player, and really he just got to.
Good collection. CJ running forward, now throwing last moment. Rolling catch by Tank Dell at the 35-yard line of New England. They'll mark him at the 34. A big play to Tank. CJ firing over the middle. Got him in. Dell rolling catch, 29-yard line. 1st down. Houston. CJ to throw, looking. CJ steps up, fires right side of the end zone. Yes! Caught! Touchdown! Houston! Tank Dell! The Texans take the lead. And just like that, the Texans back in front of Indy.
It's hard to just sit here right now and think about what happened because you didn't watch film yet, but
won this Sunday.
Plant, Stroud looking, and he throws to his left. Got a man! First down inside the 20-yard line. Backpedaling Tank Dell, tagged down in the red zone. Here are the Texans at their 45-yard line. CJ throwing downfield and got his man at the 32-yard line. Tank Dell. Nice play of 23 yards.
Organization, because you're going to have...
They talk you! Out of the gun, one back Doris. CJ takes the snap, stepping up. CJ in trouble. He's going to go down. He throws last one. He hits Dell. Wow! On his way down, hit Dell for the first down at the 48-yard line of Houston.
On the two-time defending Super Bowl for both teams to win this game today.
Right up to the line of scrimmage here. First down for the Houston 43. Stroud out of the gun. Gets the snap. Looking. Firing downfield. Caught. Dell. He gets the snap. Quick fire over the middle. Got a man. Tank Dell twisted down at the 22-yard line by Justin Reed as the drive stays alive.
Back to the air for Stroud. Stops. Deep shot. Stroud. End zone. Caught. In the bucket for Dell on the touchdown. Dell is down after the play. A 30-yard strike and an extra point away from the top. 6 straight road games on the season. Back to the air for Stroud. Stops. Deep shot. Stroud. End zone. Caught. In the bucket for Dell on the touchdown. And Dell is down after the play. He knew it immediately after it on the Jumbotron. Remember, this is a team that's already missing Stephon Diggs, and it looks like it's a friendly fire right there.
Well, ironically, Rashee Rice was lost for the season by friendly fire with a collision with Patrick Mahomes.
Yes. This one, Jared Wayne.
At 58, so they've had trouble protecting him this year as opposed to a year ago.
Play action on 2nd down and 8. Stroud rolls, throws, caught. Tank Dell, first down.
Out of Stroud, but his ability to throw on the run, to extend plays, to get out of the pocket and still be accurate. The ball comes in. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, told me this week, he said, I'm really impressed with how that this offense has.
Stroud on 1st down, loft over the middle. It's caught. Dell in stride. 2 nice chunks on
matchups. Here he is right here. Going to work in the slot, get separation, excellent pocket. And Stroud to a good start on this possession with 2 big completions.
When we asked Stroud, and Stroud has been sacked 45 times this season. He'll get rid of it quickly. On target. Tank Dell over the middle.
Get inside here. It's zone defense by the Chiefs, but nobody is looking at Dell. Nick.
Stroud uncorks. Caught again. He has looked to Dell in big situations so far in this first. Has delivered.
Dell's really doing a good job getting separation. Perfect route. The ball's placed on the outside armpit. Away from the defender. Another 3rd down conversion for the Texans.
Stroud, good pocket. Stroud steps right into it, and Dell has another catch.
Well, they are working this slot receiver. I mean, that's pretty good cover.
Lions bring some pressure, and Stroud throws, and it's caught for the first down. At the 19-yard line, Tank Dell.
2 top receivers out, but this is the man-to-man matchup that teams just don't seem to have an answer for. Amik Robertson
is better. Juice Scruggs was the center, slides to left guard. They've got to protect Stroud. So far doing a nice job as he completes it again to Dell.
The number 2 play is really this bootleg off of it. And this is what Stroud's going to have to be able to do out here tonight. The Lions are going to try and do everything they can to set a wall, set an edge, you know, all the stuff we talk about. Don't let that.
Not Houston's able to attack him.
This one, Dell with a catch and a flag on the play in the secondary. Tank Dell with a diving catch for 26.
And him being the outside corner, he's got to run with that. It opens up that whole side of the field outside the numbers then for Tank. They're near the bottom of the league. 3rd and 8 was the average distance for them tonight. 3rd and 6.
Here's Dell, 1st down across the 40.
They're in the slot, and He does a good job. I mentioned earlier, I really like this and what he's able to do. He was off to a good start last year and then got injured, but he's a win.
No doubt. 3rd down and 5. Cowboys showing blitz. They brought Wilson. Stroud is able to complete to Dell. And Tank Dell for a 1st down.
Navigating the pocket and is able to find Dell once he comes out of
18-yard line. All right, guys, all week long, folks have been asking me, what kind of game are you going to have this week? Is it going to be low scoring? Well, if you thought low scoring right now, you're off the kilt here.
I don't know many people that thought the Titans would be outgaining the Texans like this so far, although in fairness, the huge kickoff return skews that a little bit.
Off the play fake, Stroud sets up in the pocket. He has time, zips it, passes complete. Tank Dell up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and the anticipation, C.J. Stroud sees it and he throws it. That ball is thrown.
Look for play action pass at him at some point.
On 1st down, off the play action, they will go to the middle of the field for Tank Dell, and Dell's got it. A little spin move. And he's down to the 21-yard line. Darrell Baker was in on the coverage, but it was also Wood.
Man-to-man, I don't think this is Wood's guy. Baker's in a trail position unless he thought Wood was supposed to stay there deep to that side.
No,
it looked
you're
like
right.
He had a man-to-man all the way. Wood definitely was on the underneath receive between the center and guards.
Stroud steps up, and he's able to thread the needle for 1st down to Tank Dell. I don't know how that wasn't entered.
This run right here is a AAA throw, Ross. Accuracy, anticipation, and arm strength. And there are very few.
At this point, teams that you talk about playing December football score a touchdown here.
Stroud going up top, and he makes the good completion to Tank Dell for a 1st down.
I mean, you're trying to get to that point. You want to be one of those teams, and you've got to earn that. And they really there's questions about the Houston Texans because we remember how they burst onto the scene last season. We expect
him to hit checkdowns. We saw early on he did hit the checkdown.
This is an end around, and it goes to Dell. Makes a couple miss, including Holland, and run out of bounds by Kohu. What a nice play. A 13-yard run.
Kevin, it looked like no way this was going to be a yards or yards positive yardage, right? Holland is in the backfield to make the tackle. Walker's right there to make the tackle. That's just great individual effort and speed by Dell.
1st and 10. Fake to him, C.J. Stroud. And grabbed by Dell. Hit by Fuller. 1st down reception.
That turnover ratio coming into today, taking advantage of other people's mistakes. That's a 25th takeaway season. Tank Dell, great job working that sideline, keeping his feet in bounds. Texan thing when Tua got sacked with a fumble. Maybe there was supposed to be somebody over there helping.
They get him here. Chop Robinson, no, can't bring him down in time. And then the catch by Dell. What a play with the throw under duress, and he got it away with Robinson right around him.
Well, I can't tell you how incredible.
For the dough, 750 for a show. On my chase until I'm hating, but God watching. Gotta stay prayed up. My God got me. Life ain't easy, but every day it's a blessing. This life that I'm living sometimes is wild.
Nixon, bunch formation right. CJ to throw, looking. CJ steps up, fires right side of the end zone.
Yes!
Caught! Touchdown! Houston! Tank Dell! The Texans take the lead.
It is homecoming weekend for the University of Houston. Only proper that Tank put one in the end zone.
Man, cuz I ain't finna wait for all this shit. Hold on. That nigga took off my Trim. Oh, you don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Back here, brother. Hey, can you, I need this. Nice to meet you. You be acting like you was nervous? Gonna leave your room. I ain't gonna leave you.
My God.
I'm gonna leave you right.
You guys don't stress my ass out.
Go y'all back. Yeah. Trim. Should be trim. Alright.
Showing the whole. Hold on. My God.
We love you. Yeah.